Okay, 1998 Honda Passport. We're going to change this window regulator grill. And first step, first 5 steps actually. Here's the, take this off right here. You can see a little notch right there. And that's just a clip that goes in. So you just pop it out and it's gone. Okay. And then you have this handle right here. Okay, that's the bottom that goes in those notches there, and then it's got those clips on both sides. So all you do is just pop it out, up, and then you're going to have some screws, which I'll just put them inside that handle. And there's a screw here and a screw in there, okay? And then your door handle, okay? It's just a screw that goes in there to there. And then that yellow shaft right there, of course it goes in that hole, okay? Once again, put the screw in there. And take that off, just squeeze it with a pair of needle nose, and then as you squeeze it, push up and it'll come off. Okay, and then the speaker down here, I've got it taken off. That way you can take the wires off easier with the wires off. And then there's 3 screws also. Okay, there's one here, one here, and then one down here. And those need to come off. All right, and now for your lock in your window, you can see those tabs right there. They just slip in and out, and they even made you a groove right there. You can see that little groove. So just stick something in there to bring it up, and then just bring up on it and it'll come right off. And then the connection is pretty simple. There's a tab right here. Just push the tab down and it comes right off. And once you get all that stuff off, you're ready to remove the door panel. Okay, remove the door panel. First of all, there's a clip right here that holds the wire for the speaker. And that is right here. It's the same process, just squeeze this with the needle nose and it'll come right off. And once you get that, just pull on the panel up, work your way up this way, and then get the bottom here and just work your way across the bottom, and then up the other side here. All right, you're gonna have clips here, there, along the bottom. Okay, and then here's the speaker wire for the tweeter, and it's just a little push in and pull it out. And this one here is for your the light on the door. This is kind of tricky because you see this, you gotta push it, but it's on the bottom, it's underneath. So just kind of feel for it and push it up and it'll come right out. All right, now the door panel's off. It's time to take off this plastic, which is not fun. So I usually just start from the top, and it's kind of real gooey and sticky. So I just get a knife and I cut it along as I'm taking it apart. And I like to take it apart from the top, bottom. That way, as you take it apart, you can fold the plastic down this way. If you start from the bottom, as you let it go, it's just going to stick to itself again. So if you start from the top all the way across, just keep folding it, then you just work on the sides all the way down and all the way down. And as I said, this is folded over, so it's never going to re-stick itself. So that's next. Okay, here's the process of taking that plastic off. You can see I started right here, and as you pull back, here's the knife I use. Just careful not to cut your plastic, but you'll see this tar or whatever it is come apart. Just kind of cut it like you're cutting the fat off of meat, okay? And then once you get it so far, you can grab it here and just go along and pull it and cut it. Pull it and cut it. Later. Okay, here you're at the halfway point. Goes pretty simple once you get a hang of it. And once you get to this point, go ahead and pull your wires. You get this one and this one here. Pull them through this opening right here. And just kind of get them out of the way somewhere. And then work the rest of that plastic off. See you in a bit. Alright, time to take this regulator motor out. Go ahead and put your plug it back in so you can either roll your window down or up to where you can get to these bolts right here on the regulator. There we go. Get rid of the sun. Now they're all 10 millimeter. You're going to have 1, 2, 3 right here that control that holds the motor, and you can see that one there slotted. Don't take that one all the way out because that's gonna, you just leave it in there. And what you can do, you can use that to hang the motor, okay? Same thing with this regulator here. Here's the top. There we go. This one here you can take out. This one here, it's got that slot also. So just loosen it up and leave it so you can hang it. Here's the bottom two. And then usually the ones for the window. One here and one here. So you can take the window out. And there's the new one sitting there. As you can tell, that's exactly the way it's going to go back in. The motor to the left and the regulator on top. And there we go. And be careful because on the other side of this, not here, but on the other side, be careful handling it because they have grease on there to help the cables, keep the cables lubed and everything. So just be careful with that. So once I get my window taken apart, I'm going to pull it out because I got some old tint on it I want to take off, remove. So that's one of the reasons why I'm changing this regulator. Well, actually to get a window out, but I might as well change this one while I'm at it because I changed my driver's side because my driver's side motor actually went out. So I said, well, you know what, they're pretty cheap, so I just go ahead and take this window out, clean it, and replace this regulator too. So, all right, see you in a bit. All right, so you take that motor and regulator out. Pretty simple. You can see that's where the motor was hanging. So just kind of from the inside, bring it up and slide it across. It'll let it hang, and then your regulator is here. Raise it up and slide it this way at the same time you bring your motor in. Okay, then shove everything that way. Get your motor through this opening here, and then you turn that regulator, which is that long part. Yeah, start turning it towards the top, towards the back side of the door, towards the rear of the vehicle. So this way, turn it, and you can get it in through this opening right here. Just kind of work it out. Pretty simple. Later. Okay, real quick, here's the plug to disconnect the motor. And there's a tab that goes in this square right here. And it's the same thing. If you just squeeze it with the needle nose and push in, it'll come out. And I'll show you that right now. Okay, this is on the new one right here. You see that you squeeze this tab right here. Okay, and this is the old one. First of all, to disconnect the plug, just push this down, and the one on the door, it'll just come right on out. Okay. Now to take that tab holder in there, you just stick a screwdriver right in here and kind of pry out and pull the plug out that direction. So just take a little screwdriver in there, take it out. Okay, and here's the new one. So I'm going to go ahead and just shove it in there, and now it's ready to roll. And this is the one that's going to be in that panel with that square I showed you. And it's going to go actually this way, because you're actually this way, yeah, because your plug is going to come in on this side. Let me get a better picture of that. Okay, yeah, it's going to be on that side. This way. Bingo. All right. Okay. Okay, I had to switch phones. My other phone ran out of storage, so this is a different phone. Anyways, I got the regulator and motor in. I've already got the motor bolted down, and just being me, I put some blue thread locker on there, Loctite, just to keep things from loosening up. I haven't secured my regulator yet because I need to put my window back in. So I just have it kind of sitting in there. You gotta have the brackets on the outside, not on the inside. Otherwise, you can't get your window in. But if you're not gonna take your window out, you can just use some tape, about 3-4 pieces of tape, and kind of go over your door here on both sides of the window. Maybe about 4 pieces of good tape, and that'll hold your window. That'll hold your window up while you change out the regulator and motor. But being I had to take my window out is a different process. So everything is pretty much done. You just gotta, go back in order of how everything went taken apart. But here's this little piece I was telling you about. There we go. Okay, to take that clip off, you just stick a screwdriver in there. There we go. And just kind of pry it up and pull out on this thing at the same time, and that'll remove that little holder clip. And see, I've already got it fastened in, so I'm going to go ahead and snap it in there. And there it is. Now your motor is secured, and wiring is secure, and you're good to go there. Anyways, I got the regulator off of Amazon. It's made by Dorman, and there's the part number, 748059. This was for the passenger side front. There's a different number for the passenger side. Anyway, just go to Amazon, and it's the same thing. Everybody knows that Isuzu Rodeos and Honda Passports are the same vehicle. The only thing Honda did was put their logos on it and jack the price up at $5,000-$6,000. So, all right, just a quick tip here. While you got your window out, go ahead and pull these rubber guides out and open them up and clean on the inside of there. See how dirty that is? That's going to restrict your window from operating properly. I just used a Windex, squeezed it in there or sprayed it in there, and just kind of wiped it down with a cloth on both sides. You see I got it all the way up to here. Same thing, just open them up, spray spray them real good. Get all that dirt out of there. That way your window will slide up and down just as good as they can. Alright. Okay, another tip. I've got my glass in now, but the bolts on the regulator here, these two on top and those two on the bottom, don't tighten them up. Leave them loose. I mean, not totally so they can follow, but leave to where the track can move. And what you want to do is make sure your window is moving up and down pretty smooth. See there? Nice and smooth. When I first did it, I torqued them down and it was kind of binding a little bit up at top. So I took those loose and I just let it sit where I wanted to sit on when the window's up. Then I torque them down. So this is another tip for you. Okay, got the plastic back on and ready for the door panel. Go ahead and put your window down, because when you put that door panel back on, this lock right here is going to be flipping back and forth. You want to be able to get in from the outside to push it to manipulate it from the outside. See? And if you have your window up, you can't do that. So, door panel next. Okay, door panel on. Don't forget to connect your tweeter and your light from before you put the panel on. And then it just hooks onto there. You know how to do it. And then get it set in there and snap all those buttons in. And now you can put the screws back in. You got 2 screws here and 3 screws down here where the speaker is. So we'll do that and put the handle back on. Just snap that back on. Snap the cap back on. Put the speaker back on. Put the controller back on, and we'll be done. Okay, there it is. That's how easy it is to change the regulator and motor on a Passport or a Isuzu. Nice. Later.